All right, it's Hello Again Wednesday number 55. I'm so glad that you're joining me today on Hello Again Wednesday number 55. And here on Hello Again Wednesday number 55, I want to first of all thank you for joining this week. And if you could go ahead and make sure you like the video, maybe even dislike the video. Hopefully you'll like it because we're talking about a gift. Be sure and leave a comment of what you think and leave stories of your stories. I'm asking questions, and so as I ask questions, go ahead. I have lately been seeing some great things coming across on the comment section. So thank you so much for that. Go ahead and keep leaving those comments and those stories. And always, please click your share button and go ahead and share this video with all your friends, all your families, and even a few strangers if you can to see what's happening here in the world of Brent. On Hello Again Wednesdays that I am doing. So you can also check out the videos on our YouTube, my YouTube channel, and I also have it going to the church YouTube channel, Culver City Church of God, and also always on our church webpage at the bottom is the feed. Okay, not the feed. It is the segment. I always keep the segment up for a week on that channel on culvercitychurchofgod.org. Question of the day. What is your favorite gift? Maybe even ever. Your favorite gift and the story that goes on into that. This is the first week of what I would consider the Christmas season, especially here at church, Christmas season in our home, as we have on Friday. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope everyone had a great Thanksgiving. My sister came down from the mountain of Flagstaff in Arizona, as she has done for 12 years now. And so we had a great time. And on Friday, the Friday after Thanksgiving, we always put up our Christmas tree in the living room. And so we spent that doing the Christmas tree, drinking eggnog, and eating one of our traditional things on that Friday of putting the Christmas tree is we get donuts to enjoy the evening or the day with, and play. I know during Thanksgiving and stuff, we play a lot of games and stuff like that. So on that traditional thing, we had some Krispy Kreme donuts. Okay. And so, there is a frustration of Christmas time though. And that is, you guys can say it too, if it happens to you, the frustration of Christmas lights. I am still in that mode of frustration of Christmas lights. Struggling with getting them up, and it's kind of irritating. So anyways, if you have those struggles, man, share the burden with me on those struggles of frustrations with Christmas lights. Whenever we put up the Christmas tree, there is always that temptation. Oh, actually, first of all, comes the big question. And the big question is about gifts. And the proof is, I don't want to jump the gun too much, but the proof is on not just Christmas presents going under the tree, but there's that temptation to search out which gift might be yours or something like that. There is proof of this in our house, because after we wrapped the gifts, it was like a day or two later, somebody had noticed one of the front gifts. OBS Studios Reconnect. I am so sorry for the glitches. I'm frustrated. But anyways, what took place is with those two, Elijah and Karina, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. And Elijah's down there. He's trying, all the tape came off. I'm like trying to watch to see if he's looking in. And Karina, she just barely looks, oh, that's Bubbies. That's what they call Boomer. And that's what I call Christian. And so, that's just Bubbies. And so one of two things, either we've already been looking at the presents and know which ones are which already, or what. I'm not quite sure. I'm still wondering how things are going with that. So I think there's some spying going on. Anyways, on those gifts that are already under the tree. Growing up for me, I was spending not only time at home during the Christmas times, but also, especially really growing up before we left Rockford, Illinois, going to both grandparents' house for Christmas celebrations and stuff like that. And so my mom's side, my grandma and grandpa and Aunt Shirley, they lived down what I would call down the hill from State Street to on Henrietta. And so they lived right across the street from Henrietta Park. And that's where we grew up, climbing and messing around and goofing off with some of our other friends in the neighborhood and stuff. And I can just remember going to I believe it was Grandma Puckett's house and stuff. And during the Christmas season, we would get slid to us an envelope, and so we would get a white envelope that would come to us, a small one. I don't even have one big enough. It's one of the, think about it, back then in the 60s and 70s, you would get a money envelope for the Christmas season from the bank. And so what would be slipped inside there was a $5 bill. And when you opened up the envelope, there was a circle for the head of the president. And so we would always, if I'm not mistaken, we would always see a Lincoln. Okay, so he was like, great, man, this is $5, which is really cool. And but later on in life, I'll say this before going to the next grandma's house, that later on in life, I've kind of learned that the Lincolns were really cool, but I really would, I heard the term the Benjamins, and I learned very quickly after holding some in my hand down life's road that, man, if I had opened up that envelope back then and saw Benjamins, oh man, that would have been really, really cool to see some Benjamins in an envelope. But most of the time, it was always the Lincolns that we saw. Then we would always go over to, I always called her Grandma Miller, some other cousins, Grandma Dora. And so, or I would just call her Grandma, and she was just always Grandma to me. And so we would go over to Grandma's house, and just a lot of celebrations were going on. And then it got so big, we would also go to other houses and stuff. But one thing that Grandma would do, especially, I was married by then, and she would give out. There were so many in the family. So Grandma had this policy that once you had hit a certain age as a teenager, I believe, or at least it was with me, maybe, I don't know. I believe that, it wasn't Christmas presents anymore. It was just kind of some little subtle things or something like that. And the younger kids, kept getting, just, that's how it was. There were so many, Grandma only had so much money. So, hey, it was a good sacrifice. Let me put it that way, because I want to get to the point of this, that one thing I really remember about Grandma is she used to give the popcorn tin, and I think you could get it for $5. They still sell them. They're probably not as big as when I first got them in 1983, 84, 85. They seem to have, it seems like they've gotten smaller, but they were those Christmas decorative tins, and they were filled with 3 sections of popcorn: cheese popcorn, regular buttered popcorn, and caramel popcorn. And for me, caramel popcorn was probably my favorite. I would I had the cardboard insert, and I would sit there, I'd bust it open, and I'd start chowing down on the caramel popcorn that I loved. I do still today stop at when I'm walking through the grocery stores and stuff like that, because they still sell the tins, or CVS or one of the other drugstore. They still sell the tins, and it brings me right back to Grandma, and it's a good feeling. And so I kind of admire. Sometimes I'm half tempted to get the tin. It's probably a little bit more. It's probably, I think there's 6 or 7. They probably are even more than that now with all of the things, prices going up. But you know what? It's a fond memory of a gift of a popcorn tin. Now I have to say another later thing in life that I have now discovered, and they actually, like Cheetos in them, they bag it up this way now, and have discovered, hey, let's sell it this way. I have, discovered, because every once in a while in those tins, your popcorn would mix together, especially if you pulled it out of the bags. I don't remember them being in the bags. I think later in life is, we got to seal them up and stuff. I don't remember, but I do remember if you emptied the bags into the sections, that they would kind of mix together. And you know what? Cheese flavored popcorn and caramel popcorn together, it actually, for me, that's pretty good. That is some good popcorn. And so I have always enjoyed that. One more popcorn thing, and then, because I'm getting close to the end here, one more popcorn thing is that Connie, who loves me dearly, has been buying some things where some bags of popcorn, and it was like this caramel coated or glaze coated popcorn, really sweet, and it had chocolate drizzles all over it, and that was pretty good. I do like it. Anyways, that's some of my popcorn memories and popcorn stories and popcorn gifts that have come my way. You know what? There's probably tons of other Christmas gift memories. Okay, some are probably unusual. Some may even bring a tear to your eye as you tell the stories. Some when you have a Christmas gift story and you even tell it over and over, it's like every year Christmas comes and you're one of those that tell hey, do you remember that time we all sat around and so opened such and such and they pulled such and such and threw it behind them? We tell these same stories over and over, and to me, they're still funny stories of funny gifts. Some of your gift stories might be the gift you always hoped for. You know what? This past Sunday, that's what I preached on, was hope, and one of the thought processes was everyone has had hope. And sometimes for Christmas, boy, I hope I get this. I hope I get that. 1983, A Christmas Story. I hope I get a Red Ryder BB gun. And I didn't even say the whole thing out. It's the Christmas Story with Ralphie. And you always hope for something. So, hey, maybe you even check out that sermon. It was a great, never mind. I forgot to click the sound on that one. So sorry. I apologize for that. So let's go to the question of the day again. What is your favorite gift or your favorite gift memory? This morning I opened up an email, and it was from the Christian Women's Connection of the church organization, Church of God movement in Anderson, Indiana. And so they sent day one of a devotional, and it was about the gift. And I thought that, wow, how coincidental that was, that they were doing the gift and I'm doing something on a gift. And so I might even copy that devotional and just place it into the comments below. I asked you guys to place stuff in the comments below. Maybe I'll copy today's devotional and put it in the comments below. And I might even, I say this year after year, hey, I'll post all those devotionals day after day. Some days I forget, especially because it's a time where we are doing Christmas in the neighborhood. And so in our church parking lot right out there, we're going to have games, games that are Christmas oriented, games that are just carnival Christmas oriented, 2 bounce houses for the kids and stuff, and food. We're going to have food, and we're going to have a stocking filled for every kid. And so I'm kind of excited with that's going to be happening. So my mind might be jumbled a little bit as I say I'm going to try and do those devotionals every day. I might miss a day, and so I will apologize for that. Okay, so hey, it is Wednesday. Go ahead and check and see if there's a church near you that is talking about gifts. There is the greatest gift. You can ask me about that. And I'll tell you what, I'm sure you'll be invited to those churches. Or you're invited to our church, Culver City Church of God on the West Coast, out on the farthest end of Los Angeles, California, actually right next to Marina del Rey, Venice, and Mar Vista. This is where we are at. Come on out and visit us during this Christmas season. Come out and visit us anytime out here as we are out here. And as it is Wednesday, we have our Bible study downstairs at 4 p.m. And Pastor Mark is leading us in the book of Romans right now. And you're always welcome to join that, even via Zoom. If you like, you can join us via Zoom. And I have the link for that, so I can get that to you so you can join that way also. And so, before I get off of here, you know what? I've been doing this for the kind of holiday seasons kind of clumped in. There's another item. It has been in the picture for a long time. A very long time it's been in the picture in my office here. And it is for the upcoming holiday. As we have been talking about the gift, it is for the upcoming holiday. What are there in my office here that reminds you of the upcoming holiday? Comment comment on what you see that is there and anything that you think it is. Okay. Always, hey, thank you for watching. Click and share, and I can't thank you enough. It's a joy to do this for me every Wednesday. I'm excited. I got some people just excited that I'm doing it. And so, you know what? Thanks for watching. And so this is what? Hello Again Wednesday, number 55. And I will see you next Wednesday.